My Father is the possessor of both heaven and earth. The earth is the Lord's and the fullness thereof, and as his child, it is my inheritance. And that means if you're on my land without permission, you're trespassing and you have to get out. That means if you're trying to come in and take possession of my land and steal my crops, you're a thief and I will stop you. Because whoever owns the land has authority over the land. Look, in the Old Testament, it was about physical property. It was about real estate. It was about God teaching them that you have authority over this land because I have given it to you. After Jesus came, we broadened that understanding, and we understand it's not just about real estate. It's not just about physical property. It's about spiritual property. It's about understanding that there's a spiritual territory out there that I have ownership of too, because my Father gave it to me. And because he gave it to me, I have ownership of it. I get to determine what happens in the atmosphere of my home. I get to determine what happens in the atmosphere of my heart. I get to determine what happens in the atmosphere of my city. No matter what the city might be trying to tell me right now, I own this territory. We own this territory. And whoever owns the land has authority over the land. Tired of seeing our educational system from preschool to university hijacked by carnal humanistic ideologies. I'm tired of seeing our government institutions send a message that's anti-God and anti-Christian. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of seeing our media outlets presenting Christians as crazy, non-thinking, uncompassionate people because I believe the Bible. I'm tired of seeing evil move into our communities and consume people with addiction. To see our young girls' lives and destinies ruined because somebody only thought about how they could profit for them and didn't think about the value, the immeasurable value and worth that God has placed in their lives. I think you got the point. I'm definitively saying this morning that I own the land. And if I own the land, if I own the territory, I have authority over what happens in that territory. So Shammah was not new to this experience at all. So when everybody else ran, no doubt he looked behind him like, where are y'all going? But once he saw they're leaving, and you just like put yourself in that position for a minute. Can you imagine him saying, where are you people going? And them going, you're crazy, man, we're out of here. And he's like, fine, go. But he stood there. And I got to tell you something. For somebody to stand in that kind of situation, in that kind of position, you got to have a great deal of focus. Yes. And you can't be focused on the people that just left you. And you can't even really be focused on the enemy that's advancing towards you. Your focus has to be on your purpose for standing your ground. Your focus has to be on the fact that I'm here to defend this property. Because if I get my focus on who just left me, I'm in trouble. Because then I'm focused more on the fact that I'm standing here by myself. Then I'm focused on the fact that I know there's strength in numbers, but y'all just left me and I'm standing here by myself. Then you're focused on what's this going to be like when this is over with. Then you're not focused on the right things. And if you look ahead and you focus too much on the troops that are advancing towards you, on the Philistines that are coming towards you, then your focus becomes, there's a whole lot more of them than there is me. Then your focus starts catching the glint of the sun off of their swords as they walk towards you. Then your focus starts going, maybe I should count them. Should I take them by groups of 10? Your focus becomes all wrong. Your focus has to be the fact that, wait a second, God has given me this land. God has given me this land. God has given me this land. The whole reason I stood when they ran was because God has given me this land. The enemy does not have authority to the territory of your family. He does not have authority over the territory of your finances. He does not have authority over the territory of your health. He does not have authority over the territory of your employment situation. He does not have authority over the territory of your emotions. He does not have, or your mental capacity. He does not have a right to come in and wreak havoc by trying to plant seeds of doubt or trying to plant seeds of destruction or seeds of worry or anxiety or depression or oppression or doubt or fear, because he doesn't own the land. If he's in your land, he's trespassing, and you need to kick his tail out. It says, and after him, Shema, the son of Agi, the Herite, and the Philistines were gathered in a troop. There was a piece of ground of lentils, and the people fled from the Philistines. But Shema, he stood his ground and defended it and slew the Philistines. So he stood his ground, he stayed focused, he knew what he was fighting for. But I want you to notice the last verse there, or the last statement there in that last sentence there in that verse. Shema stood, Shema fought, Shema slew the Philistines, but who won the victory? Now, please don't go to your carnal thinking and think to yourself, well, what's up with that? Shema stood there, he fought, he didn't get distracted, he took ownership of the land, way to go, Shema, and God gets the credit. No. You're reading that wrong. Because what that's really saying to us is Shema stood his ground. Shema fought the Philistines. He slew the Philistines, and the whole time God was standing right there with him, making sure that the victory was won. Come on, if God be for us, who can be against us? If God be for us, who can be against us? If he can take away your authority, he will rob you of your confidence. If he can rob you of your confidence, he will stop your influence. And if he stops your influence, he renders you ineffective.